was part in blood and spirit of that courageous village priest Hidalgo, who in the year 1810 rang the bell of independence and gave out that lasting cry, El Grito de Dolores. ¡Que mueran los gachupines! ¡Y que viva la Virgen de Guadalupe! ¡Viva! I sentenced him. Who was me? I excommunicated him. My blood. I drove him from the pulpit to lead a bloody revolution for him and for me. I killed him. His head, which is mine, and of all those who have come this way, I placed on the fortress wall to wait for independence. Morelos, Matamoros, Guerrero, all compañeros in the act stood against the wall of infamy to feel the hot gouge of lead which my hands made. I died with them. I lived with them. I lived to see our country free. Free from Spanish rule in 1821. Mexico was free. The crown was gone, but all its parasites remained, and ruled and taught with gun and flame and mystic power. I worked, I sweated, I fled, I prayed, I waited silently for life to begin. I fought and died for Don Benito Juarez, guardian of the Constitution. I was he on dusty roads, on barren lands. He protected his archives, as Moses did his sacraments. He held his Mexico in his hand on the most desolate and remote ground, which was his country. And this little giant of a Zapotec gave not one palm's breadth of his country's land to kings or monarchs or presidents or foreign powers. I am Joaquin. I rode with Pancho Villa. Crude and warm, a tornado at full strength, nourished and inspired by the passion and the fire of all his earthly people. I am Emiliano Zapata. This land, this earth is ours. The villages, the mountains, the streams belong to Zapatistas. Our life, or yours, is the only trade for the soft brown earth and maize, all of which is our reward. A creed that formed a constitution for all who dare to live free. This land is ours. Father, I give it back to you. Mexico must be free. I ride with revolutionists against myself. I am the rurales, coarse and brutal. I am the mountain Indian, superior overall. The thundering hoofbeats are my horses. The chattering machine guns are death to all of me. Yaqui, Tarahumara, Chamala, Zapotec, Mestizo, Español. I have been the bloody revolution, the victor, the vanquished. I have killed and been killed. I am the despot, Diaz and Huerta, and the apostle of democracy, Francisco Madero. I am the black-shawled, faithful women who die with me or live, depending on the time and the place. I am faithful, humble, Juan Diego, the Virgen de Guadalupe, Tonatzinin, Aztec goddess too. I rode the mountains of San Joaquin. I rode east and north, as far as the Rocky Mountains, and all men feared the guns of Joaquin Murrieta. I killed those men who dared to steal what was mine, raped and killed my wife. And I killed to stay alive. I was El Fejo Vaca, living my 9 lives fully. I was the Esperanza brothers of the Valle de San Luis. All were added to the numbers of heads that in the name of civilization were placed on the wall of independence. Heads of brave men who died for cause or principle. Good or bad. Hidalgo, Zapata, Murrieta, Espinosas are but a few. They dare to face the force of tyranny, of men who rule by deception and hypocrisy. And I stand here looking back, and now I see the present, and still I am a campesino. I am the fat political coyote. I, of the same name, Joaquin, in a country that has wiped out all of my history, stifled all of my pride, in a country that has placed a different weight of indignity upon my age-old burden back. Inferiority is the new load. The Indian has endured and still emerged the winner. The mestizo must yet overcome. And the gauchopin will just ignore. I look at myself and I see part of me who rejects my father and my mother and dissolves into the melting pot to disappear in shame. I sometimes sell my brother out and reclaim him for my own when society gives me token leadership in society's own name. I am Joaquin, who bleeds in many ways. The altars of Moctezuma, I stained a bloody red. The back of Indian slavery was stripped crimson from the whips of masters who would lose their blood so pure when revolution made them pay. Standing against the walls of retribution, blood has flowed from me on every battlefield between campesino, hacendado, slave and master, and revolution. I jumped from the tower of Chapultepec into the sea of fame, my country's flag, my burial shroud with los niños, whose pride and courage could not surrender with indignity their country's flag to strangers in their own land. Now I bleed with some smelly cell from club or gun or tyranny. I bleed as the vicious gloves of hunger cut my face and my eyes as I fight my way from stinking barrios to the clamor of the ring and lights of fame or mutilated sorrow. My blood runs pure on the ice-caked hills of the Alaskan Isles, of the corpse-strewn beach of Normandy, and the foreign land of Korea, and now Vietnam. Here I stand before the court of justice, guilty, all for the glory of my raza, to be sentenced to despair. Here I stand, poor in money, arrogant with pride, bold with machismo, rich in courage, wealthy in spirit and in faith. My knees are caked with mud. my hands calloused from the hoe. I have made the Anglo rich. Yet, equality is but a word. The Treaty of Hidalgo has been broken, and is but another treacherous promise. The land is lost and stolen. My culture has been raped. I lengthen the line at the welfare door, and I fill the jails with crime. And then are the rewards this society has. This is the reward for sons of chiefs and kings and bloody revolutionists who gave a foreign people all the skills and ingenuity to pave the way with brains and blood. Changed our language and plagiarized our deeds as feats of valor of their own. They frowned upon our way of life and took what they could use. Our art, our literature, our music, they ignored. So they left the real things of value and grabbed at their own destruction by their greed and avarice. They overlooked that cleansing fountain of nature and brotherhood, which is Joaquin. The art of the great señores, Diego Rivera, Siqueiros, Orozco, is but another act of revolution for the salvation of mankind. Mariachi music, the heart and soul of the people of the earth, the life of the child, and the happiness of love.